desert of the real.
Welcome to the Desert of the Real. I am your host, Ryan Hudson, and joined with me, as always, is... Wait a second. What's that sound? Oh no! Oh no! It's Jason!
Jason Deeds, I guess. I don't know where I'm supposed to fit in there.
He's just staring at us! Run! The Desert of the Real is a movie podcast where I force Jason to watch big blockbuster movies he's refused to watch because he did not think they're worth his time. We're watching the Jurassic Park movies. He's not seen this one. Actually, no, you've seen...
I don't think I have.
He saw the first one before.
First and the second.
And yeah, I think you've seen Jurassic World.
Yes.
But a lot of these are his first time. We are two high school English language arts teachers, and we attempt to use our academic training to dig deeply into movies. We explore the creativity, philosophy, film studies, and ethics in our films and push you, the listener, to think critically about your entertainment.
Indeed. And for the first time in a long time, this time, we have a special guest. Are you going to give a ringtone for him too?
No, he doesn't get one.
Oh, okay. You want to say...
Mark Hudson, longtime listener, third-time participant.
Yay, he's back.
Yes, my twin brother is back, who we've seen basically every movie together, at least growing up.
Mm-hmm. We saw this one. We owned it.
Yeah, I remember when this came out, mostly. Actually, what year was it?
98.
Was it 2001?
This is what I remember, Deets.
What?
Do you know who Sue the dinosaur is?
No.
You don't know Sue the dinosaur? One of the most famous dinosaurs?
You have a much deeper relationship with dinosaurs than I do, as I discovered.
Sue is the name of the T-Rex they found. It's the most complete skeletal structure of a T-Rex they've ever excavated.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hold on. Where did my...
And when Ryan and I were in, I believe, was it second grade? So we were 7. Right when this movie came out, that's when it came and toured. So we went as a school field trip.
Oh, I do remember that, actually. Sue the dinosaur.
But okay, so here's the thing. It's not just that Sue was mostly intact. It was that she was huge. Google says she's making her the largest T-Rex specimen found.
Good job, Sue.
Except for I feel like there's a bigger one now. Anyway, I remember Sue came around to our museum, and this movie came around because I remember someone asking the tour guide, could a Spinosaurus really kill a T-Rex? And the guy had to be like, no. It was like, I just saw Jurassic Park III, and that's the thing. But I remember that happening.
It was definitely bigger and badder than the T-Rex.
Okay, well, let's...
In the movie, anyway.
In the movie. And I was mentioning this last week.
Are they really, like, campy size?
No. They're still big.
Do they have teeth?
Actually...
Did they have teeth?
They have teeth. In the world of Spinosaurs, they actually just had a new discovery, like, a few months ago.
Yeah, we just found a new Spinosaurus
species.
They had teeth
It has, like,
and
a weird
poison.
crest on its forehead.
Like a pointy one?
Yeah.
For pointing at things?
As
Poking
they do.
things? Poke.
Okay, so here, let's just get into it right now. Spinosaurus, our Spinosaurus corner here.
Okay.
Spinosaurus...
Is there a theme song for it? Okay. Welcome to Spinosaurus Corner.
Yeah, hopefully one of many times we'll talk about
Spinosauruses.
Spinosaurus. Yeah,
At least 2 Jurassic
If I'm
Park
being
movies.
for real, I didn't even know they existed until this movie. If I'm
Right,
being totally for real.
They were trying to find a different thing besides a T-Rex, because Jurassic Park 1, T-Rex. Jurassic Park 2,
Two
T-Rex.
T-Rex. I
Jurassic
should have
Park
gone
3,
with 3.
bigger and better. Because, like, arguably there's bigger meat eaters. Well, mostly the Giganotosaurus, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The what?
The largest
You totally made that
carnivore
up.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Giganotosaurus?
And we'll see that
I just specified
in...
terrestrial dinosaur.
Right, that's
There are bigger swimmers.
Will, those aren't dinosaurs, Mark. Come on.
I feel very out of place here.
Anyway, no, there. Look, like, what else can we do? I mean, there's a lot of meat eaters, but T-Rex is the dinosaur. You know what I mean?
The thunder lizard.
We have so many T-Rex fossils. We know so much about them because they were the apex predator of its day. But
The king, as you would say.
yeah,
The Rex.
they wreck things. That's why they call them that.
Is it?
No.
I don't know at this point. You know way more about dinosaurs. I would just
No,
eat up
you were
whatever
right.
you fed me.
At the point of their discovery, Tyrannosaurus was tyrant king because they were the biggest things they thought
Right.
could exist like that.
Basically
So they
were.
were the king. Yeah,
They
you got
were
it right with Rex.
The
Okay,
Rex.
so here's what Google says. Jurassic Park 3 got wrong. No, we got to
Probably
correct.
lots of stuff.
But we also learned more about them after the fact. That's part of it. We just
So
know.
they just were doing the best they could.
Yeah, I mean, and like I was saying last week, they found chunks of this thing and just had to well, maybe this is what the rest of the body looked like type of stuff.
Yeah, they've switched between a paddle tail or like webbed feet at some point.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Maybe if I can find, I'll show you how
Looks kind of
Different.
alligator-y.
right. It has
the
the
face.
snout, it has the fin.
Yeah, not like an alligator.
But okay, here's the big thing: the Spinosaurus was walking upright on two powerful, robust hind legs. Fossils show it had much shorter, stockier legs and was likely a quadriplegic. So it probably used all four.
Was it quadriplegic?
All
Quadruped.
four?
Sorry, quadruped.
It's like, dang,
All the legs were
quadriplegic
paralyzed.
pulling off.
It was also semi-aquatic, kind of like maybe a modern day alligator. It needed to be in water more than out of water type of thing. Died in teeth. The movie portrayed it as ruthless, land-dwelling hunter that terrorized the island's ecosystem. In reality, it was more probably like I said, crocodile-like snout and chronic teeth were highly specified for catching fish. You know, that's
Not
fair.
eating cages.
And here we go. Jurassic Park fight. Jurassic Park 3 famously depicted the Spinosaurus fighting and easily killing a T-Rex by snapping its neck. Paleontologists point out that a Spinosaurus lacked the bite force or skeletal adaptation to win a stand-up brawl with a T-Rex, as both animals had vastly different hunting styles.
So once again, Hollywood just doesn't get it right. So
And then-
how does that happen?
The last thing it says, like I was saying earlier, the incomplete fossils, the filmmakers and paleontologists at the time had to base much of the dinosaur's anatomy on baronics, I don't know, and partial older fossil records, which led to a heavier, exaggerated, generic giant theropod design. So it was less T-Rex-like and more,
Alligator-like?
yeah. Here is at least one version of how they might have been different in real life. I'm showing Jason a picture.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Stop that. It's just
So what he showed me, it looks more like an alligator with a mohawk. kind
yeah,
of
and
thing.
here even like in the 2010s, like what Google said, it's probably walked on all fours. Now we maybe don't think that as much. Maybe it had short arms like a T-Rex or something, but like
We
the
just
long.
basically make it up as we go
Yeah,
along.
in the 2000 when it came out, it was basically T-Rex with the fin. Then in the 2010s, they're like, no, it was more in water and it walked on all fours. And now it's more like the tail was super flat. Dinosaurs are cool, Deets.
Yeah.
Can we at least agree that dinosaurs are cool?
Yes.
They have, like,
Thanks for
7
listening.
years.
Okay, all right, Jurassic Park 3. Mark, do you have any overall thoughts on Jurassic Park 3?
I do miss John Williams' music.
That's a big one. There was one point I'm like, this music is distractingly not good or something.
Yeah. I did notice that too. Not as much as the two of you. You guys hyper focus on the music.
Hey, music's a big
It
part.
is, but
I mean,
Yeah.
especially for Jurassic Park, when the music was such a huge part of the first one, just it added to the magic of dinosaurs.
yeah. for sure.
Can you imagine that first scene when they're seeing that like Brontosaurus and you don't have that swelling theme playing?
Yeah.
It doesn't work as well.
And they try to use it at the Brontosaurus scene in this movie, and it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
kinda.
It was, yeah.
But then at the end, you're like, oh yeah, Jurassic Park. So good. Okay, Jurassic Park 3. This is the first Jurassic Park movie not directed by Steven Spielberg. Also, he won't direct another one
Ever again.
So this is here the production notes. The production history of JP3 is famously chaotic and is one of the most troubling major blockbuster productions of the early 2000s. The movie was rushed into production, rewritten constantly, and filmed without a complete script for much of the shoot. Spielberg stepped aside. Joe Johnston took over. Joe Johnston, he directed Jumanji, October Sky, the first Captain America movie. I don't think he's done a lot. But, like, what I guess...
Jumanji was good. October
Yeah, I
Sky
mean-
was good.
Rocketeer was good.
Rocketeer,
Oh,
Jennifer
yeah.
Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly.
Johnson had wanted to direct a Jurassic Park film for years and reportedly told Spielberg that if he ever made a third movie, he wanted to do it, and Spielberg agreed. But I guess you can kind of look at, with like Jumanji specifically, here's chaos with a family in the middle.
Right.
There's some similar like threads there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I guess we didn't know what a Jurassic Park franchise would be, you know? It's kind of a weird franchise when you step back and look at it.
Well, there's only 2 books.
Exactly. So it's like we're out of source material. In fact, that's the next thing the note says is we're just making stuff up now at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do? Those make money. Let's try again. And like, this is what they got. And like for the longest time, for I guess about 15 years, this was the last Jurassic Park movie.
Right.
So it's like, well, how do we make this into a different story? And this is the result. But like it said, they're writing it, rewriting it. We didn't have the novels to base it on. However, there is the pterodactyl scene, which is
good
from
stuff.
the first book, basically.
Good stuff.
Apparently, there was one script where Dr. Alan Grant was like basically Robin Crusoe, dedicating his life to live on the island to research. I'm like, I don't know if that one makes sense. Yeah, that was one of the leading ideas. One involved genetically altered dinosaurs escaping beyond the islands, which we'll see come up again in the future.
Spoilers.
Another was a darker political thriller. That sounds cool. One involved a large military storyline. Wow. Okay. It's kind of funny. They had 3 screenwriters for this movie. Sometimes when a movie has the more writers involved, sometimes the messier it is.
Yeah.
But 3's not too bad, I suppose.
I guess.
But they started filming without that finished script. The ending had not been written. Scenes were being rewritten on the daily. William H. Macy later criticized the production, joking that the filmmakers launched a $100 million ship without a rudder. Anyway, so
wait, so do you feel like it feels like that?
no, I think it feels you would never know there was a
Yeah,
clever
I
production.
didn't. I would not have known that either. It feels pretty put together.
That's probably why it's the shortest.
Yeah, it's like, what do we do? Let's
Much more so than the
Yeah,
second
they
one.
probably had a bunch of chaos and they made it lean, just
Yeah.
streamlined the story, and that's what carried in. I think it worked for this.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's besides the script problems, they were still ambitious with the production. There's animatronics, which I think is good. And you know what? Even the Jurassic World movies that aren't as good, they're still like they keep the animatronics.
They look good.
They
yeah,
do look good.
that's
Yeah.
if anything, dinosaurs are cool and they look good in all of these. Let's see. ILM comes back, handled the CGI. I think the CGI is noticeably different in this one, and I don't know if there's a real reason except for I think they're trying to make texture stand out, and it makes it look dated now, I suppose. There's a couple things I'm like, ooh, that's maybe not as good as the last 2. But I think they're trying to make it more like I don't know if
They're
this is the
pushing
reason.
boundaries.
I think they're trying to push boundaries, and in hindsight, it made it stand out differently. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Came out 2001, July. Many praised the fast pacing, creature effects. Many criticized the thin plot and abrupt ending. It became the lowest grossing film in the trilogy. feel like this is still weirdly the black sheep of the whole franchise.
That's probably true.
Because I think, like it says, if there is a cult following, yeah, there are people like, no, that one's not bad, and you guys are actually wrong about it. Versus, like, no, this is just one of the bad movies in the whole thing.
That's interesting.
But I
liked it significantly more than the second one.
Which is nuts. You're saying that, by the way. But I didn't know.
It's not like the cheap thrills kind of thing from the second one.
Like, okay, what, dudes? That's basically
we're not
all
ever
these
talking
notes.
about that ever again.
What?
I
Cheap
said
thrills.
we are never talking about it ever again.
Jurassic Park 2?
No, just the one scene that
Oh,
we talked
you mean
about.
the
Nope,
good
nope. We're not talking about it ever again.
He's talking about
no.
the bus scene.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's like
So anyhow.
one of the best scenes. Anyway, I guess, I don't know, Mark and I, we grew up in this world where social media
Was not a thing.
was not a thing, and then like when we were old enough to either want social media and YouTube was becoming a thing people turn to for, I don't know, dialogue, criticism, analysis. It's like, it felt like Jurassic Park 3 was like a low-hanging fruit for criticizing, I suppose.
Well, I mean, you're following up 2 Spielberg movies.
I know.
Like a lot of people thought, like, it's not Spielberg, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true.
But I always kind of liked this one.
I've always enjoyed it, but I also recognize I enjoyed the first 2 better than this one, mostly because I think Spielberg put together the, like, I don't know, there's something in a way, like, 'cause I think you talked about in the first one when Spielberg just knows how to put together a movie in a way.
Yeah.
Like how the first one's like structured like a horror movie, but it's like an action thriller, but a family-centered one. And I don't know, like, they do have the family-centered, like, storyline in this one, but it doesn't really... I feel like they could have done like more of like a Survivor kind of storyline.
But that's not what it's supposed to be.
I wonder...
It's not an action. 3 is not an action movie, I would say.
What is it?
More like an adventure movie or a rescue movie.
That's fair.
So
Yeah,
we
this
go
is-
from a horror movie to a straight up action movie to, more of a adventure journey rescue type. So, I think you're right.
Matt Damon's whole career, so yeah. We have to save Matt Damon no matter where he is.
Even in the Odyssey coming out, Matt Damon needs to be saved again.
So I guess in that sense, it's like comparing 3 very different movies that all happen to have dinosaurs in them.
Yeah, I wonder if part of... I mean, it's interesting now, and you can't even take part of the conversation because you haven't seen the Jurassic World movies.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
This one is a weirdly placed now, I feel like. Yeah, where it should have gone. We'll get into that. It's going to be fun to watch the Jurassic World movies because a lot of crazy stuff happens, dudes.
Also, there's 15 years later, so technology's advanced, so the dinosaurs look really great still.
Yeah.
But they've greatly enhanced the CG.
Yeah.
Not nearly
it's
as big giant puppetry as in the first 3.
That's too bad.
Yeah, which is too bad. Except for maybe not. I mean, this is...
They don't
make
a giant T-Rex.
They do, though. In the one that... In whatever the second one is, they need the blood for some reason. That's a real puppet for
That's
some
not
of
a
it.
T-Rex.
That is. He's
Oh,
forgetting the scene.
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking
thinking...
about.
Okay, there's one scene. There's a better puppet of a different dinosaur.
Yeah. Don't worry, Deets. We'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, that one scene with that one big... Yeah.
I'm just curious, where does this fall in the rankings of people nowadays type of thing? But then again, I also assume
Exactly.
people like 1 and 2 the most, so...
Oh, well, not me.
I know. All
I
right.
have a list.
Jurassic Park 3, which has the fun claw thing. Yeah. I forgot that it said restricted, and it's at the very beginning.
Oh, yeah, the island. Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Okay, Deets, do you want to get to your negatives?
No, I want to get to my positives because you're already negative.
I'm not negative!
Yeah, you're like, it's crazy that you like this more than the other one.
That is crazy.
It isn't.
Okay.
Everyone's allowed to have an opinion, though.
Not
I
me.
know. Yeah, except for Deets.
Okay, so I
What
thought...
if Spinosaurus is your favorite dinosaur? Then this
I
is your
didn't
favorite one.
even ever heard of Spinosaurus
It's also
before.
Spinosaurus aegypticus. Let's get that correct.
Okay, sorry.
There's different Spinosaur.
Oh, okay. That they got the one from Egypt instead of the one from
Maybe
China.
that's probably why it's called that.
Okay.
Well, the new one's from Morocco, if that makes a difference.
Maracacus.
You know, let's go back to Spinosaurus Corner. If you really...
Welcome back to Spinosaurus Corner
Here's the thing people don't
with your
realize.
host, Ryan Hudson.
There are so many different species we've discovered and stuff. Actually, for Memorial Day weekend, I saw some dinosaur footprints. IRL.
Wow.
But the thing is, there are a lot of just geographic locations in the world that we haven't found dinosaur fossils because of how, like, the fossils were formed to begin with. So it's like, yeah, we are going to find fossils more, like, say, like in Montana in this movie, there's a lot of fossil beds because how the mountains were formed differently compared to, like, central USA. So, like, there could be so much we just do not know because the fossils were never made in a lot of places. And that goes for the whole world, too. Like, I saw a map once of we find fossils here, but not really here. We find fossils here, but not really here. In all the continents and stuff. There's just holes in the data. You know?
I didn't, but now I do.
Anyway.
You have a much deeper relationship with dinosaurs than I do.
Well, it's like what this movie says. Every boy wants to be an astronomer or
Astronaut.
or an astronaut.
An astronomer or an astronaut?
No, what was it?
Mhm,
Did you
that's
say
what
that?
it
They
is.
say
Written-
that in
it's
this
written right
movie,
there.
Yeah.
And then he compares the astronomer to the paleontologist
Yeah.
and the astronaut to the idiots that go to islands and get eaten by things.
What are your pros, dudes?
Sam Neill, William H. Macy. I love William H. Macy.
This is our first.
No,
This is not
we
our
did
first.
Mystery Men.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Mystery
why
Man.
I love William H. Macy from Mystery Men. And then Tia Leone is great in this. She does a really good. So,
Madam Secretary.
like, our three main actors, I think, all perform really well.
What's so funny is this is the first thing I ever saw William H. Macy in.
Me too.
Oh, really?
And it's like not like Fargo or what's another?
Secretariat.
Or I guess Secretariat. Is that his iconic role?
He's good in it.
No, he's the shoveler. That's his
Yeah.
iconic role.
There's another. Coen
Gosh
Brothers
darn
film.
it, I shovel. God gave me a talent. Anyhow,
That movie is so funny.
it is such a good movie. Anyhow, so my favorite scene is when they pull the skeleton out of the thing and
Yeah.
Tia Leone just like loses it. It was
Yeah,
great.
She's a good scream queen.
Yeah,
Does
she
she
is
ever
a-
do any other horror?
I don't know. I could look up, but I'm not going to.
I'm looking up William H. Macy. Oh yeah, Magnolia. He's also.
Oh yeah, she's in Fun with Dick and Jane. I just rewatched that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I really like the kid
Really?
a lot.
Oh wait.
Like the critical
Eric?
thinking kid. I don't know his name, but he's like smart. He's intelligent and responds intelligently to things, which was very lacking in the last movie, where no one responded intelligently to anything.
Wow.
So that was
He's-
nice.
He's been in stuff.
Who? The
The
kid?
kid, but nothing I've really heard of, if I'm being honest.
I think
Okay.
I can recognize him from.
Including a movie from 2014 called Butt Whistle. Not high rated, but
Wow.
he is in that movie.
I'm gonna have to go watch that. Butt whistle. Also, like, I feel like the reason why this movie happens makes a lot more sense than the reason why the second movie happened.
I was wondering what you're going to think about that.
Because as a dad, yeah, absolutely. I don't know how they had enough money to be doing the parasailing thing to begin with. That didn't make
You get the impression
sense.
that the guy that died was,
Who was the husband of Tia Leone's character,
yeah.
right?
I like his business name.
Oh, dinosaur?
Yeah.
That's good
That
stuff.
was good stuff. So it made a lot more sense to me than the last one. So I appreciated
I was
that.
wondering if what you're going to think, because Sam Neill says nothing can ever get me back
Yeah,
to that.
that is one of my not ones, but
Your cons.
well, it's just the philosophy,
Oh.
like the money.
Money. I thought about talking about money with.
Yeah, because this one is much less about money than either of the other two.
Yeah.
But there's still the undercurrent of money. So
I like how in this one there's the kind of the rug pull where they aren't rich,
right.
as opposed to the first two.
Yeah.
They're like the second one's all about I'm making a theme park,
Right.
and I'm going to.
Maybe that's why I liked it more, because they're people like me, and their parents like me, and if my kid was there, yeah, I'd do whatever I could to get him off that island.
And the thing,
that's what Jeff Goldblum was doing in the second one. He had his daughter
Except
there.
for his-
checkmate, Dietz.
Except for okay,
He's trying to get her off the island.
that's not why he went.
It was to get his girlfriend.
Let's just leave that where it was.
And then like Billy, he steals the eggs,
Which is also dumb.
It's dumb, but he's doing it to make money
right.
for the paleontology.
Right.
So it's not like
it's not like that he's actually that stupid. Like I don't. So this movie has fair share of stupid people still. Like basically everyone on the plane that died was stupid. Like that's just dumb. It's dumb. I like the birdcage and pretty much everything that happens there because it's all logical. Like it all makes sense.
I think, yeah, they got to shake up the different types of dinosaurs.
Right.
I think the second movie was going to have pterodactyls.
They were.
But they swapped it for the T-Rex in San Diego instead.
Bad choice.
Because, the original scene is the scene with the velociraptor in the tall grass.
Mm.
Soldiers are supposed to get through that, some of them being killed, and then they're jumping off a cliff and paragliding away, and then pterodactyls come and attack them there.
Oh, that would have been much better.
That's where that scene had that was storyboarded for the second one, and they took a lot of that for this one.
Oh, well, that would have made it much better, I think.
Could be kind of cool.
Anyhow.
Okay, I like how Dr. Grant, I like how he loves dinosaurs so much.
That was actually literally the next thing.
Like, I like how he's with the little kid at first, like Laura Dern's son. And he's like, actually, those are not meters. He's trying to like teach him. But like the fact, like, yes, I will not go back to the island. All right, we do kind of need money, and I do love dinosaurs enough to like go back and see them.
The moment that I was thinking of is like they finally get onto the boat and they're chugging down the thing after all the crap happens, and he's still able to be like, look at these creatures, look at how that's awesome. Yeah, I loved that.
Oh, he also but he also stops and appreciates the raptors too. Like they're being chased or something, and it's making a new sound.
Yeah.
He like just stops to appreciate they're communicating. It's calling for help.
Yeah.
Because he's still ultimately fascinated by the raptors and stuff. I like how the Spinosaurus kind of feels like a monster with a vendetta. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Maybe not, but it's kind of almost like a slasher movie villain where there's that shot where it's just staring at them.
Right.
How like the T-Rexes in the first two mostly kind of feel like an animal type of thing. And this one it kind of feels like it likes to hunt people or something.
He did get hit by an airplane.
Right. It's like it's like the Spinosaurus somehow understands what it's doing to some degree.
It seemed much more intelligent than any of the other animals.
Yeah, which is funny when we get to the next one, that they try to do something specifically like that, but there's something about the Spinosaurus that kind of makes it seem, I don't know,
gooder.
Maybe.
Well, I think what makes it intimidating is because you associate like a little sound with it, and like there's suspense with that. When the next one you don't really have that kind of auditory connection to it. So this one's just like there's a scene like the cell phone goes off. It's like, well, I heard your cell phone. That's why I knew you were here. It's like, I don't have a cell phone. And it's just like all of a sudden like you were like, oh, they don't. And then you hear dread and it just snaps over and it's like it's right there.
That was good.
Have you got any of the Spinosaurus memes on like Instagram?
All the time.
Because they're the best.
Oh, all the time.
I don't even know how to explain it, but there's two different versions of it. It's you think a video on Instagram is going one way, and then all of a sudden it's not. It's about Spinosaurus all of a sudden.
That's literally what it is.
And they're great, and I love them. Or the other version is, I don't know. It's like your footage of like a peaceful like field or something, and then you hear the phone. Dun, 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 dun. It's like, why is this a thing?
I know, it's like there's like how to traumatize a generation with a single sound. It's like...
And I love it every single time. Or like, yeah, the camera. Maybe that's why I associate it with like a killer, because it like all memes now where it's like the camera pans over and there's an unexpected Spinosaurus at the end. It's like, I didn't know this was gonna be one, but I'm glad that it is. Anyway, that's just a fun thing that we have now. That's all we have to look forward to in life. Is...
Spinosaurus memes.
I texted you one.
I didn't have a clue what it was for or about.
It's just nonsense.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like it's like two things. First thing is like, oh, like it's like a cute little cat or whatever. It's like Spinosaur. It's like, why is it a Spinosaur?
or the other, I guess, option is, do you know, like what do you call them? Thirst trap videos.
Oh yeah.
Or a thirst trap is people who are attractive posting pictures and images of themselves to get people thirsty over them. But there are thirst traps about Spinosaurus. I don't even know how to explain.
There's a funny one. It's like you hear the voice of a person trying to be all flirty, but the image is just a Spinosaur.
Man, memes are fun. This is a tangent, but my other favorite.
No kidding.
My other favorite random thirst trap videos is of Jupiter.
Like the planet?
The planet. It's like Jupiter protects Earth. Stuff like that. Anyway, the internet is undefeated, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
All right, Deeds. Here are my cons. I think Billy kind of sucks.
Okay.
Like, not that he did something dumb and that's stupid, but like he's just kind of a whatever, I suppose. I don't think there's anything memorable about him.
Other than he's intelligent.
No, Billy, the grown-up.
Who's Billy?
The
stupid guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't hate
Why does
him.
he have a little kid's name?
That's maybe why.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm trying to remember the beginning.
He's just a college student that wants to be a paleontologist.
Oh, maybe he's supposed to be like early 20s, and that's why he's still called Billy.
I don't know. That's not why I don't like him. I just think he's just whatever.
Right, he doesn't contribute much.
Yeah, and...
Other than stealing eggs.
And I don't even hate him for that, because, I mean, it's not smart. You're right, Dietz.
I mean, why don't you just take, like, some other thing's eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spinosaurus can break a fence.
Right.
But then immediately not break down a door.
A door that's made out of wood. Right, and I wrote that.
There's this weird moment where they just lock the door and stuff, and it's kind of fun. Lock, lock, lock. And then just kind of stand around and hug. Yeah. And I'm like, you were just almost eaten a second ago.
The pacing is a little weird.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
And I guess speaking of pacing, there's one edit that's weird. It's when they see the brachiosaur. It's like, Grant, look. And then like the three brachiosaur walk to the camera and then just cuts. And it's like, that was weird. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe because you watched it times 2.
It's just fun.
It took you 45 minutes to watch this movie.
It did, because I thought we were recording at... anyhow.
My other main complaint is the parent/family thing is like good and kind of bad at the same time. It's like I don't hate the idea of it. I don't know. I don't know if it just is. If does it feel satisfying by the end?
It's one of my pros. So.
One of your pros.
Yeah. I felt like they did a good job building them back together, but
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm forced to compare it to the family stuff in the first Jurassic Park.
Right.
And it's maybe not.
Yeah, this is not nearly as good as the first one.
Maybe that's what I'm grappling with.
My issue, I only really have one. Aside from all the stupid people, which is going to apparently be an issue for all of these movies, and that no one died in the plane crash is dumb also. But at least the
One
plane
person
fell
died.
out of the tree correctly in this movie.
I think technically one person died in the crash.
Well, he got 8.
Yeah, he died before it hit the ground. So
Oh, yeah, well.
Hold the phone, everyone. I was looking up Udesky on IMDb. Mark, do you know who Udesky also is?
Michael Jeter?
I mean, he's in movies. He's like in Green Mile
Sure.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know who he
He's
is?
the guy from Green Mile.
Yeah, he's
The
in,
little mouse
Michael-
guy.
Little mouse guy.
Yeah, he's the guy with the mouse in the Green Mile.
He's also in Polar Express, but that's not what I'm looking for. He's Mr. Noodle from Elmo's World. Did you know that?
I didn't even know Elmo had a world.
You didn't watch Elmo's World growing up,
Oh.
Deets?
Bro,
Wow. My mind is
I had
blown.
Electric Company.
I didn't know about this. He's Mr. Noodle.
Yeah, Ryan had Mr. Noodle and you had Morgan Freeman. It all balances out.
It's true.
Every episode, Elmo would open his window, and Mr. Noodle lived in the window for some reason. And Mr. Noodle would do something, all pantomime, no talking. And I don't know what's an example. What did Mr. Noodle do?
Pantomime.
Just he had to do something, and it was like, that's not how you do that, Mr. Noodle. And then he learned how to do it the right way.
You
That
gotta
happened.
say it like, that's not how you do it, Mr. Noodle.
That's not bad.
That's a
That's
good
pretty
Elmo.
good Elmo.
Yeah.
Wow. And then we
We
see.
learned something.
And then he gets arrested. Not arrested. He gets eaten by, or at least killed by velociraptors.
I did like the trap thing, but
Yeah.
so my main issue with this movie is the rewriting of the canon of the Raptors, which,
Okay.
like, you can't do that. We've had 2 movies with Raptors, and now all of a sudden they're like super geniuses, and they've got this whole language and whatever that needed to show up before. That was
They opened
annoying
doors in the first
to
one.
me. Yeah, but like, I
think that's why.
Like, there's this whole like they have the
Wait a
community
second. Wait,
and the whole
break. I'm not saying you're wrong.
pausing.
But in the first Jurassic Park, the guys got to shoot one, and then surprise, there's another raptor, a clever girl.
Right,
They
though
were
that
setting
is
traps back then.
right. But like these guys are having whole conversations with each other. They're like calling out,
I don't
"Oh, hey,
know.
come
I
get
think-
it's this guy. He's got the eggs right here," and like all of that. That was no, but
No,
I mean,
don't
if that's the
like that at
worst
all.
I can come up with, besides the stupid people and the plane
I
crash.
think the pack animals, don't wolves do something similar? They have certain calls for like the calm.
Sure, but we didn't see
Birds,
any
they-
of that before this movie.
Well, maybe.
And they were big parts of the other 2 movies.
Let's see. In the first one was like what, 3 raptors,
Yeah.
and then the second one we don't know how many. Just a lot.
There was a field full of
Yeah.
raptors.
There's a field full of raptors. I don't know. I don't think that's an issue. all.
It was just a rewriting of the canon.
Did you notice that some of them have frills on their head now?
Sure.
It's because they, since the last one, that
Realized
they
they
probably
were
have
birds.
feathers, and only the males have the frills. Because in real life, birds, the males are the ones with all.
They're the hotties.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rescue was kind of dumb.
Yeah, that is. You're not wrong. Why is there one guy in a suit
Like,
off to the side of the army?
2 entire destroyers worth of people rolling up to pick up. Anyhow.
Yeah, that scene's kind of bad.
Yeah,
in a way.
I agree. We're just like tootling down the river, and then all of a sudden, bam! We're rescued. The end.
That's what the summary thing
Yeah.
said. Is like kind
I
of.
mean,
Also, I
would you
have a-
want the Spinosaur to come back once and they shoot at it?
I don't know. They did the gas thing was cool. Like, that was smart. I don't know if he was actually aiming and trying to light the gas on fire, or if he was just distracting him. But that was, if he was aiming and trying to do that, that was cool. That was a smart move.
Do you have issue with when they're surrounded by the raptors and they give the
Yes.
egg back?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general.
Well, in general, but like specifically, they're obviously very intelligent. They're having the whole conversation about, well, what should we do here, guys? I mean, we haven't seen the eggs yet. Should we kill one of them and then maybe they'll give us the eggs? I don't know, and like this whole thing. And then he's like, with his carefully seated 3D printed
3D printing
skull
way
thing.
before that was
Yeah.
more thing.
Anyhow,
It's also
I don't like the Raptors.
Chekhov's raptor.
Chekhov's raptor skull.
Yeah,
You gotta shoot it if you're gonna bring it.
Chekhov's parasail.
That was.
So you're
a
saying
little
that
dumb.
they wrote the movie intelligently, like, oh, we have this thing, let's gonna use it.
Yeah, I guess. Like I didn't mind the skull or the parasail. Great.
I got a nitpick for you.
Okay.
This movie has a lot of random fog.
Yes.
Like,
Why is there fog in the bird
And-
cage?
and-
I couldn't. Yeah.
And Ryan is an expert of islands on the equator.
I'm not even talking like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm not even talking about the pterodactyl scene. I'm talking about just any other random scene. There's probably fog in the background for some reason. Like this
Does
is
fog not happen in the equator or something?
Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But in movies, it's just a way to make atmosphere happen.
Right.
Like, my go-to example is the King Arthur movie with Clive Owen and Keira Knightley. But
2004.
there's just smoke in every scene for some reason.
Hmm.
And it's the same thing here. It's like, even when they get rescued by the guys, they're running from the jungle. There's just a thing of fog. You can see where the fog machine is or whatever. It's like, there's random fog. Keep an eye out. It's just, you don't notice it because it's all atmosphere, but once you notice it, you can't unnotice it.
Great.
It's kind of like when people have cups in movies. They're usually empty. Like, there's nothing in that cup. It's way too light. You know, it's one of those things you notice.
Some of us do, yeah.
Well, now you're going to notice
Now
it,
I'm going to
too.
watch all the cups.
See if there's good cup acting.
Is there appropriate heft to the cup?
Just pay attention if there's random fog.
Okay. Then what? Like, what does it mean?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's just a thing.
Okay. No.
Doesn't mean anything.
Noted. I
can
fog.
go to any random scene in this movie and there's probably a fog in the
Yeah,
background.
you're right.
That's all.
It only bothered me in the raptor cage or the
Well, that's on
pterodactyl
purpose.
cage.
That's purpose.
Right, but there's no reason for it to be there that I could think of. But
Oh, hey, I have a question. How do you like Lucky Backpack number 2?
number 2.
Yeah, in Jurassic World or
No.
in Lost World, that's the whole thing. She just got a lucky backpack.
Oh.
Saved her life.
And
In
it
like
saved her life in that really great scene. And here it's like, oh, it's my lucky pack. I'm like, how come everyone has these lucky backpacks? in
You
these
don't have
movies?
one?
I don't.
I have
Do you
one.
have one?
Yeah.
Mark, do you have a lucky backpack?
No,
You have a lucky fanny pack.
I do.
See? You were left
I
out.
guess I need to get a lucky backpack.
When God doled out the backpacks, you just were
Right, where do you keep all your luck?
I guess I don't
you're
know.
probably studying
Do
dinosaurs.
you think that kid has read both his books and Ian Malcolm's book, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
I do
Come on,
love...
dude's a nerdy little kid.
I guess.
How else is he going to survive 8 weeks by himself in the middle
Right,
of
I
a...
mean, that's an explanation, but I was like, I do like it just as like a character thing. It's like, what'd you think of Ian Malcolm's book? He's like, I think he's kind of full of himself.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I love Sam Neill. Like, his face acting is so good. Like, in that moment, he's like, yeah, that's fine. This is my boy.
I
He's
agree.
good.
Because like the thing is, you're right. He's not Indiana Jones. He's not like Harrison Ford. He's saving the day.
He's got a good hat, though.
He's got a great hat, but
Yeah.
he's like the introverted version of
Yeah.
this character.
Mhm.
And it's even in this movie, it works super well in this
Yeah.
movie.
He's so
He's an
good.
introverted action hero.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't really like kids. He doesn't really want to like confront people. I mean, he punches.
Or do action.
He doesn't really want to do the action.
Right.
But he's like,
I love him. He's so good.
I think he's pretty good in this movie.
Yeah, see? Why all the hate?
I don't know. Ask. Well, you gave it 2.5 stars.
Well, do people hate Sam Neill?
No,
I
this
think- I
movie.
think everyone kind of loves Sam Neill.
Yeah.
If you follow him on Instagram, he posts about his farm on New Zealand.
Oh, cool.
Did you know he's New Zealand?
He's-
Kiwi. How do you say it?
Kiwi?
That's what the Islanders call.
Yeah, you
it.
call.
Oh, they're
if
Kiwis?
If you're from New
New
Zealand,
Zealanders,
you're a Kiwi.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
If
did
you're from
not know.
Australia, You're an Aussie.
Oh, I knew that one.
Yeah.
I never
So
heard
that
of
if you're
Kiwis.
in that
Whoa.
area, they have nicknames for each other.
Yeah.
So he's a Kiwi.
Yeah. And he does a lot of New Zealand movies, and some of them are really good.
Name one.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Name
Ah,
any other
yes.
one.
That's
Okay.
a really good one. Why would you name another one?
I mean,
That's
'cause
all
I
you
don't
need.
think Mark can, if I'm being honest.
That's all you need.
Well, Taika Waititi's movie. He does more.
All right, that doesn't really count. This is the Sam Neill corner, but like,
Welcome to the Sam Neill Corner.
I have an insane recommendation. Only watch it if you want to watch an insane movie that is
Insane?
yeah, but like it's rated R, but in a way that might change you as a person.
Oh.
Possession. Like you're gonna look up the movie probably, and you'll see
1981?
1981. There's no other movie like it. And they're going to try to remake it, which seems like a bad idea because the director, I think, was probably on drugs when they made it. But
You're not wrong.
Well, there's a lot of sex. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot. Yep, I'm never going to see that one. So.
I will tell you the ending off mic.
Hey, wait. Whoa. Hey, whoa.
Because you're never going to watch it. I should tell you it's just nuts what happens in this movie. Anyway, did you have any lines you liked, you wrote down?
Not really.
Because I have two.
Just some of the worst things imaginable. That one. Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best of intentions.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's one of the philosophical areas. So, yeah, let's talk about it. What are your thoughts?
It's like the phrase, the pathway to hell is laid with good intentions.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
What? That is the phrase.
Yes. I think it's paved, but
All right.
it's okay. Just cut that.
So
that's a nitpick.
I
admit it.
So, because like I don't know, that's kind of what they're all kind of about. It's like we love dinosaurs and we want dinosaurs to be alive again, and then it goes south.
Right.
At least 3 times.
Yes.
But it's like they
Plus
meant
4 more apparently.
Yeah. And then
For
4 more after
reason.
this. Plus that cartoon show on Netflix, which I don't know.
Apparently it's canon.
Yeah, sure.
Is any villain the villain in their own story?
Right.
There's not really a villain in this movie.
Well, not this one. Well, the first two, you say corporate greed's a villain, but...
That's a good point.
Oh, maybe that's another reason I liked it then.
Because this one, you don't have the corporate greed subplot. It's more like
just,
it is a rescue.
Yeah,
we're
it's survival.
Save my kid. Anyhow,
but the reason that dinosaurs are there is because they wanted dinosaurs to come back.
Right. So it ties with like the other quote that we already talked about, no force in heaven or earth could get me back on that island.
Yeah.
Except money.
Okay.
Right? And so
they told him he wasn't going to go on the island though.
That's true. And then he got punched in the face.
Yeah, he got knocked out. They got him there against his will.
That's true. That's true. But I think the key to this, what makes something the worst thing imaginable is motivation. And that's kind of the philosophy piece that I wanted to talk about here is whatever your intentions are, it's more important what your motivations are behind the intentions.
Wait, pause. Just unpack. Okay, I'm trying to unpack that.
So why? So I don't know. In this case, they just wanted to bring back dinosaurs, right? That's the intention, is to bring back dinosaurs. But what's driving the intention? Like what's motivating that intention? In the case of the first two was like we said, was money.
Yeah.
And so the idea of money being the root of all evil shows up over and over and over in films in these first two, but not here. Other than the kid, whatever, Billy is his name.
Eric is the child. Billy is the...
See, that seems like... it should not be that. But anyhow, Billy's trying to get money, but his motivation isn't the money itself.
Okay.
His motivation is to help knowledge continue or whatever.
He's going to fund the excavations.
Right. And so I think, regardless of the intention, we have to become more critical of the motivation behind it. And if the motivation is good, I feel like the intention is probably going to end up good. So the worst things imaginable being done with the best intentions, I feel like originate from bad motives. So that's my theory.
Well, what's the way we can bring this into like our lives though? Like something like with people you love or your family. Are you doing the thing you say you're going to do? Or is it always like, oh, I intended to do this. Or I intended for this to happen, or I intended to make it there, or whatever it is.
So what's the motivation behind the intention?
It's like to express her love, or
Okay, so if, according to this little theory that we're developing, if the motivation is I want to express it, my intention was to be there, but I couldn't make it, well, then the motivation is good, but the intention was not good. So I think there has to be a through line from motivation, good intention, good outcome.
Well, I mean, for both of you, you're both fathers. I'm not. So you have both motivations for your family.
Sure.
To take care of them. And your intention is to take care of them very well.
Sure.
But does that motivation mean your actions are with the best intention? I mean, sometimes you're
Some large city.
at like state competition and you're away from your family. I mean, you have good motivation to take care of them, but you're not taking care of them when you're far away in a big city.
Directly.
Directly.
But you're indirectly taking
Well, let's
care of
just-
Hopefully.
what if, let's say, for example,
I mean, they pay him so much money to coach that. I mean,
oh yeah, baby. It's like, let's say every year you intend to go big, I don't know, for someone's birthday, but it doesn't happen, so then it doesn't matter anymore.
right. So you're talking about intentions that don't happen.
Right, because that's
I'm
kind
thinking
of
I'm
maybe
talk-
Up. Like the beginning of Up.
okay.
Like, they're trying to get to Paradise Falls.
Yeah,
And that's like the whole prologue is they're trying to get there. They have good intentions, good motivation, but they never get there together.
Right.
I see.
There's no through line there. The motivation is there, the intention is there, but it doesn't ever get through the intention
Yeah.
to the outcome.
That's fair. I was trying to think about like the most relatable example being like, oh, I intended to make it to your party, or I intended to pick up dinner or something. And
Yeah.
yeah, well, it doesn't matter because it didn't happen, so your intention is meaningless now.
Right.
But
But with this quote, he says some of the worst things imaginable have been done. So in order for what I'm talking about to happen, something has to be done. And then we can go back through and look at the motivation and the intention.
that makes sense.
And what I'm saying is if we examine our motivations before the intentions, before the action, then that's critical thinking. That's how we avoid some of the worst things imaginable happening, because we stop it at the motivation stage rather than allowing it to become an intention or allowing it then to become a thing. So
So in the context of this movie, what was the worst things imaginable? They resurrected dinosaurs?
No, he was talking to not little kid with Billy. He's talking to Billy, and Billy was like defending his theft of the eggs. I had the best intentions. I was trying to, fund our dig or whatever, and that's when Sam Neill or Dr. Grant says that.
Well, what about like the parents who lied?
Yeah.
People died.
Technically kidnapped.
He technically kidnapped, but their son was saved in the end.
So their motivation is save the kid.
But people died. He had all the people in the boat,
Yeah.
the friend with the sail, all the mercenary people.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
talking
not
about
responsible
mercenary.
for the
Yeah.
boats and the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like both pilots died.
But with the parent example, it's like their intention was to save their kid, and they did.
Right.
But
Their motivation was.
was their path of destruction worth? I mean,
Right,
it's worth
right.
it.
Oh, so I guess that's right. If we look at this movie, then my little theory doesn't really hold up, because the motivation was good, the intention was good, the outcome was saving the kid. But
Save
yeah,
the kid.
the path of destruction. Yeah, you may be right.
But
I might
we're not
have to
supposed
retract
think
that.
about that, because in the end, it is a happy ending because they're together again.
Yeah, but Mr. Noodles died.
Mr. Noodle died,
So I don't know if
and
we can
those other
come back
two
from that.
guys.
And yeah,
Whatever
and
their
the,
names were.
the
Yeah.
pilots.
Was it
and-
Cooper?
Oh,
I feel
sure.
like Cooper's one of their names.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not Billy.
Not
That's
Billy.
not one of their names.
Movies should have multiple characters with the same name. That happens in real life sometimes.
Sure. So what else?
Well, I got something. Well, I have a quote and then I have a lens. How about that?
Okay, and then
Well,
we got to come back to the astronomers and the astronauts.
Okay, I have two quotes actually.
Okay, and I also have nothing else.
Billy asks Grant, "You like computers?" And he goes, "I like the abacus."
Yeah.
That's a fun line. This is just a random tangent. It should have been in the pros, but I appreciate the opening sequence when he's giving the speech a whole lot more now than I did ever as a kid.
Who's giving this?
Grant's giving that lecture.
Oh, right.
And it's clear how they're all there because they want to talk about the
Right.
Jurassic Park incident, and he's just talking about fossils.
Yeah.
And it's funny now, and I like, this is just a pro that I'm inserting here, but I like how he just wants, he doesn't see the dinosaurs that are alive as dinosaurs, kind of.
That was really cool.
It's like digging fossils is how we learn about dinosaurs. What they made in a lab is not.
That
Even
was
though
cool.
he still like appreciates what, he still admires them when he's there and stuff. But I like that scene. When growing up, it's like, whatever, get to the dinosaurs. Anyway, it's a simple back and forth between, I think, Billy and Mr. Noodle, where he says,
I think he was calling Mr. Noodle.
between Mr. Noodle and Billy, he says, "You can never tell about people, can you?" Because we've learned that William H. Macy's not rich. He owns a plumbing or a tile place in the mall. And the one guy, he's not a mercenary. He's like, "I never said I was a mercenary."
Right.
The guy who's, I'm just the guy that came in because someone else couldn't. And so it's like there's this kind of theme built around appearance that way.
Yeah.
And that idea is you never can tell about people, can you?
It does show up multiple times.
Right, especially, like
William H. Macy's character climbing up the crane to...
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's got
that
like
was
the
awesome.
biggest growth out of everyone.
Right.
Like him and his wife are getting back together.
Right.
And he's becoming more willing to become, I don't know,
The guy.
Become the guy. Like he couldn't kick the vending machine. That's kind of a funny joke. But he's willing to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He is from Paint and Tile Plus. He's willing to do this and this and this to save his family.
Yep.
The one guys that looked like a mercenary, he's not. He's just a guy that can fly a plane and he has guns or whatever.
And glasses. He's got cool glasses.
And it's just, you never can tell about people.
Yeah.
We don't get to know people on a personal level in real life, but, you never can tell.
It's true.
And we have people all the time with students. I don't know, you get, let's say, 100 students every 3 months.
Right.
You just never can tell sometimes.
It's true. So why do you think that some of us emerge as awesome and some of us don't? Like William H. Macy's character at the beginning, he's pretending to be this rich whatever, and then we find out he's this divorced loser kind of guy, and then he's willing to do things way outside of who quote unquote he is.
Yeah.
And so who's the real, I don't even know what his character's name is, but who's the real William H. Macy character in this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Because I like his last scene, like the raptor scene.
Yeah.
Like they're confronting his ex-wife,
Right.
and he tells her, "Get behind me."
Yeah.
And it's like you're face to face with a dinosaur, and you're still So he's had big growth by the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the real him. 'Cause that's like the last time, like even in that scene, like no, like I'm gonna protect her.
Yeah.
Even though at that point they've got the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they probably are gonna die in that scene, probably thinking that, but he's still like, no, I'm still protecting.
Yeah.
Even with the pterodactyl, something similar happens too. He
So then-
steps up.
So then we had to peel away the not him shell that wherever that came from for him to emerge.
So how do we do that in real life?
Good question.
You gotta, you know what, Dates? Here's a fan favorite distraction. Social media. I was building up to it. You gotta
Even though we've promoted it heavily in this episode with all the memes.
I know those memes are pretty great. But if you,
They're worth exchanging your life for.
if you have more time for yourself,
Read a book.
you can find yourself.
It's true.
Something at the very least.
Yeah. I think, well, in my dual enrollment class, the very first thing that we do is that.
Yeah.
It's as an extensive, know yourself. Because knowing yourself, at least in my mind, is the foundation of all knowledge. And so, like in the case of William H. Macy's character, had he known himself, he probably would not have been divorced. He probably would not have, like, this whole thing wouldn't have happened, because he would have been who he truly was all the time, which is what Tia Leone's character was obviously interested in.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think knowing yourself is the foundation of everything. So listeners and everyone, if you don't feel like you know yourself, stop doing whatever else it is you're doing and do that, because that will enable you to become who you truly are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, know thyself.
Yeah. You know what I just realized? He probably didn't have to pay for that plane anyway in the end. He saved a bunch of money.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true.
He didn't
So
have
all
money.
the debt collectors are dead, so
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad that's where that went.
I know. I wanted to really transition Know Yourself to the Astronomer.
Yeah,
thing.
yes, yeah.
Let's leap to that.
So, like, my favorite, like, intellectual part of this is that the analogy that he draws, like, every kid wants to be either an astronomer or an astronaut.
Yeah.
And, like, part of knowing yourself is knowing which of those two. So I don't think I ever wanted to be an astronaut. I don't like danger, really. I've never been on a motorcycle. I would never go skiing. I'm not that guy. So I would be an astronomer. And as a teacher, I feel like that's who we are.
Yeah.
We are more astronomers. We see the knowledge, we analyze the knowledge, think about the knowledge, whatever, and like that. So we're in a quote-unquote safe profession, at least physically, but the trade-off for physical safety, at least in the case of teachers, is like intellectual or emotional not safe, right? Yeah. Because you've had kids that you're like, what? Why do you hate me so much? Like, why are you doing this in my room? I've had kids like that. And so when you invest so much of yourself into the work that you do, the quote unquote research or knowledge or whatever of an astronomer, you have to be vulnerable in other ways. And so what I wanted to talk about is that required? Like, is some sort of danger or vulnerability necessary for us to be somebody, to be, I guess in this case, to be a part of a profession? Are there professions where there isn't
risk?
There's no vulnerability. Because astronauts are, at least in my mind, physically vulnerable, but probably less emotionally vulnerable. I don't know. I'm not an astronaut. I don't know. And so what is there about the physical danger that is more appealing?
Well, there's one hand is like everyone wants to be able to say they could ride a motorcycle.
Nope, I don't.
Or go skydiving or whatever.
No, never.
But I was thinking about your question about, like, I mean, I don't think, like, we talked about the William H. Macy growth. He was forced to grow and has become a better person throughout this movie. And I don't think you have to necessarily go and do a big thing for that growth to happen.
Right.
Because I don't know if everyone, like, literally can.
Well, the word you used was danger.
Right.
And everyone perceives danger differently.
Yeah.
Like, there are some people that, like, talking to someone else puts them in a state of anxiety and fear that it feels dangerous for them.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, being chased by a Spinosaur,
Right.
So what kind of danger changes someone?
That's a good point. Like, with teaching, not only does it change all the time,
right,
it's like an everyday thing, but I think there must be jobs where it's like, I'm here because it's comfortable. I'm not being challenged. I'm here because it's safe and easy, but you're not being pushed or.
So there's jobs that are dangerous physically, jobs that are emotionally or intellectually dangerous.
Yeah.
And then there are also jobs where you can just slot yourself in and just be.
And I think, like, with teaching, you could be that type of teacher, but good teachers
I guess you could.
But also, you have to deal with all these kids all the time, and
Just gotta love them.
I mean,
Right.
because you have a film podcast, I did think of a film example. I know we're all fans of M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
And he brought up, like, his first movies were small movies. Like, there was a risk in there for him financially.
Sure.
He had to get in, do it as quickly as he could, get it done. Then he had big blockbusters. We had a ton of money.
Right.
And then he went back to small indie movies, and he brought up that he needed that fear of something small and not being able to, like the time constraints and not having the money in order to, like, have him be creative. He couldn't be creative with all the money in the world.
Mm.
So, I mean, when he had, like, oh, just push in, this is going to be easy, slot kind of job, it didn't work for him. He suffered critically and financially, and, I mean, no, all of his movies have made money, but he has not been as creatively accepted as an artist with the big blockbuster movies.
Like with Sixth Sense?
No.
That's one of the small ones.
Oh, that's a small one?
So after that, he had, like, Avatar and
The Happening is
The Happening is one of the big ones.
But the one with the Visit, he financed himself, basically.
This is so good. So, like, the Split stuff, Unbreakable, those are small or big?
Unbreakable was a small, considered an indie movie.
But that was, like, early 2000s. That's like, the studios were still kind of financing some of those.
Yeah.
But the reason we got, like, Split is because The Visit made money, you know?
This is so good.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
And I think he even financed Old, too.
He did. He made that.
Really?
Like, even though he's M. Night Shyamalan, he still had to, like, here's my own money to make this.
Huh.
But then on the flip side, Sean Gunn, who now owns the DC universe, he used to make small indie movies. Then he got handed Guardians of the Galaxy, blockbuster money, and he's like, oh, I can sit down, have a cup of coffee, think about the scene, do as everybody takes when you do to get it right. So he was able to have creative freedom with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Where, like, as opposed to, like, being confined with financial limitations. So there's two different artists in the film world that had completely different outputs based on the confines of their job and their, what's the word? Not experience, but almost necessity.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. So he needs the danger of, like, the financial danger to be creative, whereas whoever the other guy was, Sean Gunn needs not danger?
Well, I mean, he's made some great movies being a big blockbuster director. Like, he made the new Superman, 3 Guardians of the Galaxy, and now he's head of all of DC movies going forward.
Yeah, I do think you need danger, but danger doesn't have to be necessarily danger.
Like physical danger?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Because the Astronomer... No, what's the other one?
Astronaut?
The Astronomer learns things, but might not go and do them.
Right.
And I was thinking about that in real life. Like, literally, you might not be able to get to do things sometimes.
Right.
Like, say you love ancient history, you love ancient Rome. Financially, you might not be able to get to.
Time-wise, you also can't get to.
All right, you can't. Like getting over to study and research or whatever. It might not happen, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. So that's the trade-off. Anyhow, I just thought that was a really cool analogy.
Yeah, what's kind of fun about this movie. It forces Dr. Grant, who's the astronomer, to be the astronaut.
Right.
You know, they gotta fight a monster.
Right.
He kicks a pterodactyl in the face.
He did.
I have one final thing. It's kind of it's like a reader response type of thing.
Okay.
And I mentioned it to some degrees earlier, but it's like this movie is interesting because now we're 20 plus years after it was like when it came out in 2001. Critics were like expecting Jurassic Park by Spielberg, and I think that kind of altered those expectations. But you're watching it for the first time now, and you're like, actually, I kind of liked it better.
Yeah. Well, not than Jurassic Park.
Right.
But,
well, that's far in the best of all of them. But like it didn't bother you that it was different.
Right.
You know.
Well, plus I'm again watching them one after the other, whereas you had years between 2 and 3.
And it's like reader response. What do we all kind of want from a movie? Do you want it to be more action packed, or do you want it to kind of take its time because this one's more action-packed.
3 is?
I would say so.
Then 2?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, interesting.
Would you say so, Mark?
I think the Spinosaurus has like 2 big action scenes. Probably the beginning with the airplane, and then at the end with the boat. And then there's just like that cool Tyrannosaurus scene that isn't really against the humans. So that's not really action, but it's a great scene.
Okay, so that's another thing with the reader response. Some people are like, oh yeah, that was so cool how it killed the T-Rex. But other people would be like, that's disrespectful to the Jurassic Park franchise. And, dear listener, keep in mind in 2 weeks when we get to Jurassic World, there is a, I think, pretty disrespectful reference to this movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't off the top of my head. I'm trying to think about it.
Eagle Eye viewers, what do they, in the next one, how do they treat a certain Spinosaurus in the next one? I think it's pretty much a slap in the face to this movie, if I'm being honest. But, you know, it's like, hey, did that T-Rex deserve to die type of thing? Anyway, I guess the whole point of reader response, there's not a correct interpretation to movies.
Right.
But we all have these different perspectives. We have different, like, times we watched it. Like, I was a child. Like, do you have nostalgia for this franchise? Do you have expectations for sequels in general? Do you have, I don't know, does it pique your personal interests and stuff like that? So I guess with the reader response, it's useful to kind of discuss. Well, I mean, you could look at fandoms, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because franchises, you know, you kind of create expectations, like you cultivate what you want from these movies type of thing.
And this year, 2001, it was a big franchise year.
Right. Wait, yeah, 2001?
Yeah, you had Lord of the Rings 1.
Yeah.
Harry Potter 1.
Got a Spider-Man, but the first one.
And then you had, was this Matrix 2 was this year? Or was that next year?
Yeah, again, franchises around the...
Yeah, Star Wars episode, we're in between 2 Star Wars movies. We're in between 2 Matrix movies. Like, this is a big year for, like, franchises.
But I guess, reader response, how much weight is placed on fans? Like, this is what a Jurassic Park movie should be type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because the next one makes a ton of money. Actually, they keep making a ton of money, even though people kind of agree they're not as good anymore. So this is the interesting one where it's like, well, where does this one fit in? Maybe at the end of this franchise, we'll do a ranking or whatever.
Okay.
Because at the time, people are like, not as good. But now, like Mark and I at least could be like, well, yeah, but it's better than Dominion, because, and
Dominion's probably going to be my second favorite watch.
I'm like, I don't know. What do we even want from a Jurassic Park movie? This one's just different. I mean, it's on its own, like we kind of mentioned before, but it's just kind of cool to kind of study that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You can, I don't know if it's still the same, but at one point on IMDb, you can have a link to all the reviews of movies. And I don't know if I can still find... At one point, you can do that, and I had to do it for a film class when I was taking school, like class, like get a kind of understanding of what people thought. Here's just a link of like the top ones and stuff. Anyway, but yeah, how people react is different for a lot of different reasons.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 3, I think, is just okay, though, overall.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think we all can agree it's not as good as 2, which is not as good as 1.
Well, we can agree with some of those.
I think 1 is just so critically acclaimed, nothing has come close
Nothing
to
comes
1.
close.
Yeah.
But this is of the Jurassic Park series, Jurassic World, this is the first not to be critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
The second one still got acclaimed, got an Oscar nomination. This one did not. In fact, they will continue to not get Oscar nominations.
That's okay. It makes a lot of money.
They
That's
got money. They didn't
all
get
that we
awards,
care about.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about I'm strangely excited for the Jurassic World movies, even though they're very
So I'm excited to hear what you think about the next one. Then also the most recent one, which is a few weeks away.
Yeah.
I'm excited what
Is
you want
that
to say about
Dominion?
that one.
No.
It's Rebirth.
What? Rebirth. They rebranded again.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
They found another island.
I
with
think
more.
so. Isn't there another other island in that one?
Sure, why
It's the
not?
same island, isn't it?
Well,
Probably with different dinosaurs.
I've only seen it once.
Oh, it might be different.
I
Because of the
think
plot. You're right.
Rebirth is
Okay.
just a third island for some
Oh,
reason.
jeez.
No, they explain it in the prologue of that movie, Ryan.
Oh my gosh, get ready for that. I can't believe that stupid prologue.
Anyhow.
I'll tell you now. The movie
No, we're just gonna. We'll wait.
Anyway,
We'll wait.
before we get more to more dinosaur fun, we have a Jason's choice.
We
for
do.
next week.
Shout out to my son Elijah for this one. He made me watch I think it's just a pretty amazing movie called Hundreds of Beavers. That is what we are going to watch as my choice. Mostly because, like, we've had creature features here with the Jurassic Park. This is a kind of a creature feature of a different sort. So it's... I'm not going to tell you anything about it other than there's hundreds of beavers.
And it's really good.
And it's so good. You do have to, like, if you're going to watch it, you have to promise yourself that you're going to watch it all the way through. Because there is a moment, I remember, like, about 15 minutes into the movie where I was like, why am I still watching this movie? You just have to get through that. And by the end, you're going to be like, this is one of the most creative films I've ever seen. It's just amazing. Anyhow, so this is my answer to the Jurassic Park dinosaur movie. We got hundreds of beavers.
Go from the big CG action movie
To
probably
hundreds of beavers.
Hundreds of beavers.
Super low budget.
Super low budget. Very creative how they use that budget.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, Hundreds of Beavers. Like, you see, like, all the creativity they put on screen.
Yeah, it's all there.
It's on Prime, but it's also on YouTube for free, Tubi for free, Pluto for free.
Yeah.
It's got a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Isn't that awesome?
It's got a 4 out of 4 in Roger Ebert.
Yeah. I'd never ever heard of it, and yeah, like I said, watching the first little bit of it, I was like, what on earth is going on? Just get through that. It's 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Just trust.
Just trust.
Just trust. Just go with it. So, yeah, that's next week. And then after that, we get to watch the second trilogy of Jurassic Park, which is largely unnecessary in my opinion, but we'll find out.
I don't know.
But now that we're done with this trilogy, how does this rank against the other trilogies you've seen?
Oh, like for this
Yeah.
podcast? I don't know. What are the other trilogies?
Well,
I still
Star
think
Wars.
I still think Planet of the Apes is the best.
Planet of the Apes.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings is probably the best of all time.
The lowest of all time, right?
There's technically trilogies in all the Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
Captain America
I don't know.
trilogy.
This has probably got the best single movie,
Yeah, right. One
Right?
of them at least.
but the other two are not that great. So it'd be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I kind of.
I'm
agree.
sure if I ever watch Lord of the Rings again, that I will be able to see the.
Because you didn't watch the extended editions, right?
No, he
No,
didn't. But
heck
he
no.
did watch 2 and 3 in one weekend.
I
And
did,
he
and
had
that
no
was
other choice.
overdose.
Yeah.
Holy crap. So, yeah, I'm still going with Planet of the Apes as the best one. And then probably Star Wars. And then...
Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah, we did do the
Well, because Dark Knight, you can also say, has like one of the best standalone movies.
Yeah,
Right.
that's another...
That's the
that's
competitor
true.
with Jurassic Park, probably.
Yeah, I would agree.
But even then, I still like all those individually, too. Like, I do like Batman Begins a lot.
I don't.
Yeah. I was surprised
So
of how,
much.
wow, this one's not as good as I thought it was.
Which
this
one?
Time around. Batman Begins, specifically.
Is that the one with Cillian Murphy in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
He's
you
in all of
did you
them.
get that?
No, he's not, really.
Right. What
Well,
else?
Dark Knight soared because Batman Begins got off the ground. So,
Sure.
You know what? Maybe after this year comes to an end and Dune 3 comes out, Maybe I can convince Dietz to do Avatar 3 and then Dune 3 to kind of
Don't
finish
want to watch
those
any more
trilogies.
Avatars.
Why not? The second one was better than the first one. All right. Anyway, so we love you.
We do
We
love
love
you.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think so.
Hundreds of beavers next week.
Enjoy it. Get through the first 15 minutes. Just keep watching.
I predict Ryan's gonna love that movie.
I probably
I
will.
don't know that anyone could not love it, honestly. But
Happy summer vacation.
oh yeah, that's where we're at almost.
Yeah.
I'm going to work tomorrow.
Well,
So are we.
Anyway, we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.